In this episode, we have a lot to discuss. We will discuss XRP, including its price, bounce, dip, and prospects. It appears that we are recovering quite nicely. We got so low and so deep last night that I'm not even sure. Since I wasn't anxious, I wasn't listening. I will demonstrate why. We will examine Brad Garlinghouse, eToro, and the recently released interview. It was made available. We'll go back to, I think, 2019 or 2020, when the CEO was meeting with Brad and Chris and Ripple at headquarters. They're now interviewing because something significant is in the works, so without further ado, kick back, unwind, and let's dive into a Bitcoin $1,096.6. Ethereum is down 2.83% over the last day at 3,682. At the moment, it is less than 4.9%. As we have both USD and TNUSDC coming in at 99 cents as the overall cryptocurrency market cap, XRP is down 6.8%, but it's still at $2.37, which isn't bad. We're at $3 trillion once more. The breakthrough on this is imminent. Before you know it, the whole market value of cryptocurrencies will surpass $4 trillion, and then it will continue to rise steadily. Don't be the Bitcoin pizza guy like this guy. This incident is sad. They purchased 100 RLUSD for 10,000 XRP. How could you possibly do such a thing? Joel Katz's David Schwartz issued a warning regarding this, stating that you should never spend more than $1 on Ripple stablecoin. He warned you that there would be volatility, but that it would eventually level off. He advised buying Ripple stablecoin for less than $1 if you wanted to take advantage of an arbitrage opportunity. I wrote this post 3 days ago discussing the price trajectory of XRP, and boy, was I right. I said that XRP is looking very bullish, and if we zoom out and focus on the big attack, big picture, and excuse me, a $10+ XRP is coming in 2025. There is no doubt about it, but the key question is when. Based on the current setup, the move towards double-digit looks more like later in the year, and once $3 is broken, we target that $4 to $8 range. We discussed the possible drawbacks before moving on to price discovery. For long-term investors and non-traders like myself, the chance of a pullback was always present in 2017 since yesterday. This possible reversal should be seen as negligible in the overall context of XRP's development. What did we see last night? The price chart for XRP is pretty clear. We started at 76 in early December and floated around 250. We had a huge dip that caught the wick around $96, which is okay. We then went back up to that $240 to $250 cent level, and we got as low as about 223 last night. I think that was the last number I saw before I went to bed. So Credible Crypto had his trout out, and we share it a lot on here. He told you to push the potential movement, and he said that this orange box was where he was going to keep his eye on. We're going to call it 215 to 225, and we could even probably take it at around 220 to 225. What did he do at that point when it hit last night? It's very simple. He put a long out on XRP. He took the long at 223. He took a 10x on it. I'm not a long type of guy. I'm not a short type of guy. I don't mess around with my holdings. I'm just showing you what he did. Why did he do this? Because he has all the confidence in the world that this was XRP's trajectory, that we were going to visit this box one more time before we accelerated. Now, does this mean that we just go straight up? It's going to be a moonshot. We're going to break 272, get to 3 run to 4 run to 5. There will be corrections and there will be dips along the way. That is normal. That is what happens in a bull market, in a bull cycle. Stay focused. Do not pay attention to what's going on each and every single day, minute, hour, week. For XRP, it is going to mentally drain you. We are in the first minute of the first period of a 48-minute game. We need to keep our energy, keep our statement, keep our brains mentally tough here. So moving forward, when we get deeper into 2025 and XRP really starts to do its thing, that we are not burnt out and we are not affected by what is happening on an hourly candle or even a daily candle. They are very irrelevant. We are going to see dips along the road. We are going to see corrections 30%, sometimes 50%, but for every 30 to 50% correction, that we are going to see a 1 to 300% gain on top of it. That's how bull runs work. Bull runs aren't just straight up the only time you see an asset go. Straight up is when the parabolic blow off top is coming in, and that is when your exit points or exit strategy should start to be executed. They put this out this morning. They said the wait is over. Catch an epic conversation with leaders featuring Brad Garlinghouse and the CEO Yanni over from eToro. Dive into XRP, its use cases, and over a 40-minute episode. Don't you worry, I'm not going to play the entire 40 minutes for you. I'm going to give you a clip that's about 1 minute long. Let me adjust the sound settings so we're shooting out the headphones so everyone can hear it, and then we're going to do a little flashback from the past of when CEO from eToro visited Ripple back in the day. Listen up. Measure of that is how much liquidity is there, because the more liquidity there is on more exchanges, the more useful the overall XRP ecosystem is for every individual participant. So certainly eToro, and again, I've known Yanni for a bunch of years, and their supportive and advocacy around XRP has been important. For sure, we're fortunate. I think XRP is listed around 600 or 700 exchanges around the world now, and we work within our products, as your kind of questions about. We work with some exchanges around the world to actually enable the enterprise onboarding, offboarding, and kind of what some people call the last mile. The ability to intersect with that traditional financial infrastructure it remains important, and certainly the eToros of the world, and driving liquidity. And and frankly, just helping educate, like events like this, helping educate people who are interested in the ecosystem about what's going on, I think is very valuable. We need help and educate people, and the ecosystem is very valuable. That's right. And as Brad says, the more liquidity there is, the more exchanges, the more useful the overall XRP ecosystem is for every individual participant who remembers this picture. Let me blow it up so we can perform a little flashback. We'll check to see if the tweets remain visible. He also stopped into Ripple's San Francisco offices to catch up with Brad Garlinghouse, who recalls this, in France. This is Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of eToro, of course. That's right, that was in 2019. Something is simmering and cooking between eToro and Ripple. There's going to be a big event. Remember that the XRP price increases as we gain more usefulness on the ledger. That is also a key component of one of the stablecoin's primary goals. Both the price of XRP and the liquidity on the XRP ledger will rise as a result of the significant volume it will add to the ledger.